Welcome to another episode of Mr. and Mrs. Cricket. Thank you so much for watching our channel, and we're a bit slow because there are not a lot of news, there are not a lot of matches happening, so obviously we are a little slow into that. I mean, there are more news than we should be expecting, but yeah, welcome to another episode of Mr. and Mrs. Cricket. And now let's get into the few updates that we have done so far. And my mic is off, so give me 1 minute. Okay, we're back. So, to another few updates. Well, number one update from last week, ICC approved the $70 million budget for the Champions Trophy that's going to be held in Pakistan. There's still a lot of speculation in YouTube channels and on social media and obviously in India that India, the extra budget that was given, like $2.5 million that's given to on the side, is kept on the side, is for mainly for Indian team not traveling to Pakistan, and they're going to shift it to Dubai for their games. If you're a logical person, then you will realize that they always have to keep an extra budget, because I mean, in New York alone, they had last minute budget that had to come forward because they ran out of it. So there's not much I'm gonna go into that detail, because there are certain things that I have realized that in this far out, for 6 months in advance, it's ridiculous to say that India is not gonna, they're gonna change their mind in the last minute. I mean, they have to start thinking about putting up the tickets for sale. They have to start thinking about all the travel agents who have to give tickets out. They have to start thinking about all the hotel logistics. All these logistics come into play. So it's ridiculous to say that, oh, nahi, last minute tak India nahi travel karega. So let's see what happens. But yeah, for the USA, for the World Cup in USA, they started putting the tickets information out 6 months in advance. So I don't know how if they're planning on doing another what did they do? Ballot. If they're planning on doing another ballot, then yeah, it's ridiculous to think about it. So
yeah, I don't think so. They will be doing any kind of ballots for ICC Champions Trophy. But I think the tickets will be reasonable as compared to what was in the USA, and tickets will be affordable. Obviously, final will be held in Lahore, and
final will be held in Lahore.
Yeah, ICC Champions Trophy. And apart from this, there was a conference between Mohsin Naqvi, Waqar, Younis, and Salman Taseer. What was the Salman Taseer, right? And they gave the new chart for Pakistan cricket team, that they are going to focus on new series where 5 teams will be contributing, and each team will be having 32 players, and from all, like उन 5 टीमों के लिए 5 एक्सपीरियंस प्लेयर को, पाकिस्तानी प्लेयर को रखेंगे, जिसमें से वो क्रीम निकालेंगे जो पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट टीम की बैकअप के लिए होंगे, और अगर फ्यूचर में कभी ज़रूरत पड़ी तो उनमें से they will come out with the new players. And secondly, I think Waqar got his role, right?
He got his overall, like he's gonna be in charge of overall all the
he's looking
cricket decisions making.
Yeah.
So it's
he will be here, and everybody will be under him.
Even
like
the chair people who will be working for it.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting that they.
He will be a tree, and there will be like different branches of trees. So he will be managing everything over there, looking around everything. But I mean, he did coaching, he did commentary, then Again, he was hired as a coach, and now he's like.
But he didn't accomplish anything
Yeah,
as a coach. I
and
mean, अगर उसकी
I've
tenure
heard
को
a news
देखें,
that Wasim Akram, they asked Wasim Akram to be something in PCB, but he refused to do it.
yeah, we already talked about this in the
Yeah.
last video that he refused to do it, and I understand
And,
completely because the way I mean, Wasim Akram, the type of person Wasim Akram is, I don't think Pakistan in general, because of all the egos that people have, they would not appreciate him. Just
All right,
an
I want to
FYI,
talk
so.
about the cricket series going on between India and Sri Lanka.
I don't want
Right.
to talk about it, but that's okay. You
Yeah.
can go ahead and talk
So I
about
mean,
it.
there were like two ODI matches. First, in first match, Sri Lanka did 230 for 8 in 50 overs, and India got all out for 230 in 47.5 overs, and match got tied. In the second ODI, so Sri Lanka scored around 249 score, 40 score for 9, and in return, India got out to 208 for like everybody was out. And Sri Lanka, one of the bowler from Sri Lanka, let me see, he took 6 wickets in 10 overs by giving 33 runs, and his name is Jay Wender. Say he's a new, I think he's a spinner, right? He's a mystery spinner.
So basically,
Yeah.
India could not stand against the spinner, and that too on the Sri Lankan grounds. So yeah, Sri Lanka has the advantage, home
But
advantage.
you can see, I mean, in ODIs, whenever India play outside their territory, they some of the time fail to achieve the things. But when they play inside their country, they score like 400, 350 to 400 score on their pitches.
I guess,
So
like,
they know, like they build very dead and batting pitches for themselves, and they score.
I guess we'll find out at the Champions Trophy how well they do in the big tournament. So
Yeah, India will be coming to Pakistan after
hopefully,
15, 20 years, and like Pakistan went to India after 15, 20 years. So yeah, hopefully let's see what happens.
because they
And
still haven't said anything about them coming. So I don't want to go back and forth with this topic. So I want to go back to the new Champions Cup that they introduced in Pakistan. It's going to be a 3 format event. So T20, ODI, and of course in the Pentangular, they're going to keep it at the Pentangular for test matches. And the thing about this is that it's going to be focusing on all the A-listers, all the A-list players, including the current international players and centrally contracted players. They'll be focusing on the domestic players who played in the last 3 years in the domestic camp and in the domestic in Pakistan. It's a good thing that कि वो सोच रहे हैं कि हम पाकिस्तान की क्रिकेट को बेहतर करने के लिए, and it's a good thing. Let's see how well they do, because technically it will be the first time that they'll be looking into hoping that this event can produce the right people for the job. But I'm still worried about सिफारिश. मतलब अगर इसमें भी वो सिफारिश करेंगे instead of actually looking at the talent, then that's where the worries will come in. But yeah, beside that, they're going to be asking they'll be asking all the 5 international players who will be the mentor within the teams. So the 5
not
teams that they have.
Pakistani players, I think.
Yeah, no, not international, like Pakistani international, like
National players.
the national players who have played for the national team.
Yeah.
So all those, I guess I can't say that they're retired, but they'll be taking their in consideration. So they'll be asking them for the help. They'll be coaching them. They'll also be looking into the women's team. They'll also be involved with the under 19 team. And I guess like they haven't really defined who they're going to be picking and who it is. But I have a feeling Younis Khan is already part of it.
Okay.
I have a feeling that he's already part of it because he actually supported that Waqar Younis become the role that he has been granted So I have a feeling that he might be already part of it. Maybe Wasim Akram. It would be nice to have him as a mentor, because I feel like that he can contribute a lot. But again, the same issue. The way that Wasim Akram is, he's straightforward and he's gonna be blunt about it. The players need to learn that they need to listen to the experience. They can't just sit there and say, "Oh, nahi, hum logo ko pata hai, hame kaise karna hai." So ego will come into play into this. So let's see, because I really want any good player who's willing to listen to up their game is a mature player. Any player who says they name mujhe sab kuch pata hai, mujhe sab kuch aata hai, then that's not a mature player at all. And as of right now, currently the three top players that we have, I feel like that they're not the mature players yet. They're still too young. They haven't learned their lesson, and obviously male ego. So you can't expect them to forget about it and just move forward. Yeah. So that's another news, that they're not doing anything about this surgery that everybody kept talking about, the hype up information. पता नहीं कहाँ से ये न्यूज़ फैली कि इतनी बड़ी सर्जरी करनी है. ये तो I don't even know why they even call it a surgery, because technically there was nothing. They just had to be sure that they just have to take some action, and they did. They just didn't increase the centrally contracted players. They didn't increase their salary that like they should have after a year, and rightly so, because they did not perform to their best level, and there were too many groupings. And of course, they're not changing the whole team as of yet. As per the news, that they're not changing the whole team. That depends entirely on the coach, and let's see how they perform under this cup. So the first part of the cup, which will be taking place, is going to be so Pakistan team as a whole has a huge schedule. So the first part of the cup will be taking place. It's the one-day Champions One Day Cup, which will be from September 1st to 29th. And then Champions T20 Cup, which will be from December 21st to January 2nd. And the Champions Pentangular, the first class cricket, from May 28th to August 5th. And in between that, they'll have the PSL. So, yeah, it makes sense to have the Champions One Day Cup from September 1st to 29th, because Champions Trophy is right around the corner, and they want to have the best of best in this. You want to have a best of in this, especially if they're hosting it in Pakistan. So it will be nice to see how that goes, how well that goes. So yeah, they still haven't picked a team for the test series between Bangladesh, but considering how things are going in Bangladesh, I don't know when and how, because as per rumors that Bangladesh has requested for security details for their players, and rightly so with the things that are happening in Bangladesh right now. But I mean, it died down, so let's see what happens. How much of it is gonna be working towards it. But yeah, they haven't picked a team for the Bangladesh Test Series, and I'm hoping that they pick a team soon, because we need to get this going. But yeah, the players had their 1 month long break, or almost 1 month long break. All those who are playing a T20 abroad for the leagues, they should come back now at this point. So
Yeah, and start doing their
warm-ups
and practices.
Start working as a team. I think that they need to have a players meeting with all the current
I mean,
players.
if you're playing T20 and you're going to play test match, you need to have a lot of practice, and your body should be up to the mark where you can play 4-day cricket and 4 or 5-day cricket. So yeah, they should be ready, and they should be selecting the players as of now, and our players should make their mind like if they are playing with in the test series with Bangladesh.
Oh, so here's the interesting thing about the 5 teams. They will have potentially an owner as well as the mentor. that will be separate from the regular coaching staff, a head coach, down to an analyst and a media manager. And each team will also have a dedicated high performance center in Faisabad, Karachi, Lahore, Multan, and Sialkot.
And they also raised the contracts
for the domestic players.
I mean, you can tell the prices. For category 1, it will be 5,50,000. For category 2, it will be 400,000 rupees. For category 3, it will be 250,000 rupees. And contracts in 2023 and 2024 that were offered were PKR 300,000 for category A plus and 200,000 for A and 185 for category B, and PKR 170 for category C and 150 for category C, D and onwards. So yeah, they have raised the amount as well for the contractual players for different categories.
So yeah, let's see how things go.
Yep.
Anyway, so that's pretty much it. We don't have a lot to talk about. We're looking forward to August is right here. I think August 11th is or the 13th is when Pakistan and Bangladesh series start.
Really? And they didn't announce the team?
No.
How bad is this, man?
I feel like it's gonna be.
They should have announced the team. Today is
it's
August 5th. August 5th, and they're going to announce the team 2 days before the test series. Oh my God. Do something, Pakistan cricket team, do something. Alright, thank you guys for watching our video. We will see you guys on our next video. Hope you guys enjoy watching our video. And please hit the thumbs up button.
Wait.
The first match is August 21st. So there's a correction. It's on August 21st, not on August 11th.
Yeah,
so I'm going to take my words back.
But they still have not announced the team, so that's another problem.
Yeah, they should have announced the team now.
At this point. I guess like in the coming weeks, so we'll see that. So yeah, but anyways, thank you so much for watching our video, and like you said, don't forget to
like, subscribe, and share with your friends and family, and wait for our content coming up more in the future. And enjoy.
And we have a Facebook page that we have created. So whatever you see here, we'll be posting it up there. And of course, once the matches start for Bangladesh against Bangladesh, then we'll see what happens, and we'll try to post it as much as possible at that time.
Yep. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Bye bye. Good night. Take care. Shabba khair.
It's recording for a while.
Start karo.
Okay, welcome to another episode of